Welcome, Soul Family and new viewers. Today on Soul Moon's Rising, where we talk about spirituality, law of attraction, crystals, energy healing, and so much more, we're going to talk about life balance. Now, everybody's trying to find balance in their life from, the craziness that life is, whether you have a family, whether you don't have a family, it doesn't matter. Life is just downright crazy. So I'm going to tell you a little story about what happened to me recently and just share my experience with creating balance in your life. Personally, I like to come at it as a Reiki master from the energetic level. So I like to make sure my masculine and feminine have balance in my life. Now you're going to say, well, I'm a woman. I don't have masculine. I'm a man. I don't have feminine. You would be wrong. Every person on the face of the planet has both masculine and feminine energy within them. Some of us lean more one way than the other, but everybody has it. So recently, I had a job opportunity come up within one of the companies that I was working for. It was a really big promotion and huge pay raise. Well, this particular thing really was heavy on the masculine side. Okay, so a little bit of my background. I am a U.S. Air Force veteran. I was security forces. I guarded nuclear missiles. That was my job. It was a very masculine job. In fact, for the first several months that I was on my duty station, I was the only female in my flight. Okay, so first and foremost, I do have a lot of masculine energy. I am an Aries Pisces cusp. Aries tend to be a little bit more on the masculine side. Whether we are male or female, it doesn't matter. Aries, the god of war, was very masculine, very powerful, very aggressive. Aries, the sign, tends to be a little bit of the same. So we do carry more masculine energy. And here, during this lifetime, I was actually put here to balance my masculine with more feminine. So I was security forces in the Air Force. After the Air Force, I did several jobs. I actually dispatched for 911 for 6 years, which again is a more masculine type job. You have to be very assertive. You have to be, take no shit kind of person, basically. And so I've kind of been in law enforcement since I was 18. Well, after I left dispatching, I was not in any kind of masculine job. I did data entry, which is a very neutral job. I worked retail, which tends to be more feminine depending on, where you're working. But my masculine side was really lacking. And so I felt that lack for a long time. Now, fast forward to just a couple weeks ago, the manager over the asset protection department at this retail establishment asked me to apply for this job. He knew I had a military background, and so, that was kind of that. I didn't realize that I also have a bachelor's in criminal justice and all my criminal justice experience. So at this point, I'm already on YouTube, obviously. I've been here for over a year, guys. Can you believe it? February was my 1-year anniversary on YouTube, my tubiversary, if you will. I know I'm a dork, that you don't have to quote me on that one. So YouTube is actually my way of exercising my divine feminine, because it's a very, very creative platform. You have to be creative. You have to learn all these different things, and creativity is definitely a feminine characteristic. So here I am with my, heavy on the feminine side and not so much on the masculine side. And this job opportunity comes up. I take it, I apply for the job, I get the job, and I start working, and I feel exhilarated. Not only do I love the job and the people that I work with, but I feel so balanced. My masculine has an outlet now, my feminine has an outlet now, and together they are just making me more me. This is probably the most myself I have ever been in any lifetime that I can remember. So I've got, the spiritual side, I've got the physical side, the masculine and the feminine, and they're all in conjunction with each other and working together to be the best version of me. Now, the harmony that I got from this experience is really undescribable. So this is what I want to, talk to you guys about is you really need to find a good balance between masculine and feminine. So if you're in a very masculine profession, whether you're male or female, you need to bring in that female element, something creative, something expressive that you can do. This could be a hobby, and it could also be a masculine hobby. Think about the guys that design cars, okay? Cars are more of a masculine type career. But if you're in the design aspect of it, that's bringing in the feminine and the masculine and balancing it. So maybe you are into DIY. That's actually very feminine. No matter if you're designing shelves or coffee tables or, flower arrangements, it doesn't matter. The creation side of it is the feminine, and that is going to balance out the masculine. Now, if you're the opposite, if you're really feminine, say you're a florist, you are spectacular at designing these gorgeous arrangements. You need to bring in the more masculine side. The masculine is going to be the analytical, the, protective, those kinds of things. So maybe you take up a hobby doing, I don't know, something exertion, kickboxing. Kickboxing would be a great masculine energy that you could put into your life. And it's a great workout. I did kickboxing for a little while and it was too much for me. It wasn't my cup of tea, but it is a very masculine style workout. Some women really love it. So depending on where you're at, whether you're more on the masculine or more on the feminine, it is very important to bring the balance into your life so that you can feel more complete, so that you can express yourself in whatever ways you need to for your highest purpose. So that was really my message today, guys. I love you and namaste.